What's good, people? It is Tony The Savant. And before we get started, may I ask that you all please like this video, comment on this video, and share this video, as it does help the platform grow. As well, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I'm dropping content and going live on the channel. A little bit of help goes a long way, and there's no way for me to thank y'all enough. So each video you will get a thorough thank you from your boy, straight from the heart and the mind. And just thank y'all, man. Like I said, can't thank you enough. Let's get to this work, as I know y'all had to seen this clip. I just want to say this real quick. Disclaimer. I'm not trying to brag, or I don't feel like, anything like that. I'm not trying to take any credit, but I think I was the first person to post this clip on the internet, man. I've accumulated damn near 1 million views on the big four, my Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. I've almost accumulated 1 million views on this clip. I was watching it in real time, which is kind of crazy for me because I never watch ESPN. So this was just one of those mornings I was up. The wife went to work. The kids were still asleep. So I said, you know what I mean? Let me just check out ESPN First Take. We got cable now, so why not? Man, I did not expect for this episode to be one of the more, fiery episodes. I did not. Now, I'm familiar with Monica McNutt's name, but I really didn't know, how fiery she can be. I don't mean to use the words, two times, but at the same time, this young lady here, man, she's definitely on the ball. I hope that her sports knowledge is as deep and as valuable as her WNBA knowledge is. But I gotta say that she thoroughly put Stephen A.Smith in his place. She thoroughly broke down what is going on, the state of the WNBA right now, and I can't agree with her anymore. I think I'm in lockstep with her 1,000%. As far as the coverage of the WNBA, man, has been nasty work. Now, I've been saying this for quite some time. It's funny to even think that just like a month ago, Caitlin Clark played her last college game, a month, 2 months ago this time. And the college the NCAA has a better marketing team than the WNBA. I don't understand how the NCAA marketing team could provide Angel Reese, Camila Cardoso, Caitlin Clark, Juju Watkins, Paige Backers. They got all of these young ladies enough screen time, enough promotions to the fact that you know who they are. You're familiar with their collegiate careers. And you know exactly what's going on. You know what I mean? You know who these people, you can identify with them. This, that, and the third. And the WNBA, not so much. And it's damn near like mind-boggling. It's kind of like, bro, y'all got all of this talent. The WNBA, listen, ladies and gentlemen, they got Asia Wilson, Kelsey Plum, Chelsea Gray. They got, amongst the others, I'm just, naming some names off the top of my head. They got Diana Taurasi. They got I ain't gonna say Brittany Griner. I can't say Brittany Griner. But they do got Brittany Stewart. They got Sabrina Ionesco. Just some heavyweight talent right there. You know what I mean? Without even saying much. These teams that these women are rostered on have sold out their tickets as well. So and it's like, I don't get how the WNBA doesn't deem it necessary to promote this talent. Asia Wilson is probably the best female baller in the world right now, hands down, and you wouldn't even know it. You don't even know it. You could tell me that Caitlin Clark got pushed down the other day. I know that for sure. But you can't tell me nothing about what's going on with Asia Wilson, if anything at all. Because, Monica McNutt made a great point. The WNBA is doing a horrible job. And she didn't say this is my take, but the WNBA is doing a horrible job with promoting these women. And Monica McNutt brought up some good points as far as the issue at hand is not a sense of jealousy, from these women. The issue at hand is that the mainstream media just started covering the WNBA full time, like they doing now, a month ago, a week ago. Whenever Caitlin Clark's professional career started, that's when this mainstream media began really watching the WNBA. And now you got guys like Stephen A. Smith, Charles Barkley, and Shannon Sharp to a degree, running around the internet talking about everybody's jealous of Caitlin Clark, and that's just not the case. There's so much more going on, and I agree with Monica McNutt that, we have to factor in that some of the names I mentioned, beforehand, the legends in the WNBA may feel some kind of way. They've been the ones holding down the league now, before Caitlin Clark pulled up. It was Asia Wilson, Diana Taurasi, so forth, so on. They were the ones that had to keep the league afloat. Now, whether you deemed it, that being the WNBA being successful because of that or not, that's not the point. The point of the matter is the fact that these women had to put in the work. These women are the ones practicing long hours. We already know that they didn't get charter flights until this year, so now you got to, the factor in the travel and the not the luxurious lifestyle that they work for. No perks, just got to come to work and ball out. These are the women that's been holding down the WNBA, so you can't expect them to just lay down for Caitlin Clark. Not even just on the court as far as the gameplay. They ain't gonna lay down as far as their attitudes, as far as their approach. And I agree with Monica McNutt 100% as far as her take goes. Because Stephen A. Smith was left speechless, and I'm surprised we got this far in the video. I didn't really have to talk about this clown, but he was left speechless, and I think that's only and simply because he knew that everything Monica McNutt was saying was on the money. Monica went as far as saying that Stephen A. Smith, with his platform, could have been shining light on the WNBA. Could have been shining light on the WNBA years ago. And I agree with that. He definitely could have been shining light on the WNBA long before Caitlin Clark showed up and long before it became cool to talk about the WNBA. But of course, we all know that Stephen A. Smith is an opportunist. And I really learned that. I used to be a big Stephen A. Smith fan, but I learned that Stephen A. Smith is a pure opportunist. When I seen that he started his YouTube channel and started his show over there and trying to make it some kind of late night comedy show. Minus anything being funny, but him talking about a plethora of issues, not just the sports issues. And to that I say, you a clown, Stephen A. You're a pure opportunist, man. You got no loyalty to nothing, not even the game of basketball that you claim that you love, not even to the sports journalism career path that you claim that you love. It's just to a point with me, man, where I've written off Stephen A. And that's why I'm applauding Monica McNutt and how she thoroughly talked to this man and she put him in his place. Long overdue, especially on national television. Now, shout out to Casino for Life. I just learned this information a couple of hours ago that Monica McNutt was invited to the show by Shannon Sharp, not Stephen A. Smith. Shannon Sharp. So I think that's another reason why she was very comfortable up there and checking Stephen A. Smith. It's like, I ain't here because of you, bro. You know what I mean? Or at least on this particular episode, Shannon Sharp sent out the invite this time. And I feel like Monica McNutt came up there, stood on business, handled business, and did something that all of us, I'll say majority of sports content creators been wanting to do for at least the last 5 years, and that's check Stephen A. Smith on some of his cap. Stephen A. Smith is actually turning into Skip Bayless, as far as his resentment, the resentment he's creating for himself. And some of the stuff that he says in the media is like, bruh, the basketball players are already done with you. You claim you this basketball guy, but none of the top basketball guys even rock with you like that. Rachel Nichols get all the interviews, or anybody else, anybody but except Stephen A. Smith. But he claims to be the number one NBA analyst, and can't seem to be successful in that fully. ESPN First Take, me personally, the few times I've watched it, it ain't been horrible, but at the same time, I enjoy that show better when Stephen A. Smith ain't on it. Shout out to Carcino. He mentioned that Stephen A. Smith was on some kind of vacation a little while ago, and I noticed it, but I didn't notice it because I was just watching an episode of ESPN First Take. Shannon Sharp was up there doing this thing, and Stephen A. wasn't there. Apparently, he was on some vacation or something like that. But I enjoyed that episode that I watched that day, probably much more than the ones I watched recently with Stephen A. in there. And I think ESPN is aware of that as well. I think they know that they can definitely survive and thrive without Stephen A. But here's the thing about Stephen A. It's a catch-22. He is a good soldier, if you will. Stephen A. Smith is one of those dudes that I believe he's like a teacher's pet. Always trying to impress the managers. Just doing whatever he got to do to stay in their good graces. Those kind of dudes I've worked with, in jobs before. You can't trust them, man. You know what I mean? Even if they come up to you trying to be nice and cool, you just know that you can't trust them. and until further notice, anyway. Sorry, guys. 1 second. But yeah, man, I'm sorry, guys. This video is going a little longer than I wanted to. We're going to chop this up, as time goes on. I got another video I want to do pertaining to this Stephen A. Smith situation, as Carrie Champion just dropped a bomb, in her comments towards this situation and towards the WNBA. So I'm going to save a little conversation for that video as well. And let y'all get off here, but before we do that, please like, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I'm dropping content and going live, as well as the Legacy Over Money t-shirts. We got them up and running now, finally. Got a men's t-shirt and a women's t-shirt. You can find those on all four of the, my platforms: Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram, Tony The Savant. I thank y'all, man. I can't thank y'all enough for all the love, support, and the growth, that y'all have really helped me with. It is Tony The Savant. Peace.